In this world, my obsession for Minecraft grew to a whole new level. Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today we are going through probably my second to last or third to last world before we get to my present world where I am now. This is the Xbox version of Minecraft, and this is my Minecraft resume. In this world, like I said, my obsession for this game grew a little bit too much. All of this that you see here, all of this really green that's kind of, I guess, puke colored or pea colored green, this all used to be desert. I guess it's still desert, that's why it's that color. But it all used to be sand. You can see right here, if we dig underneath that, there is sand underneath there. It is crazy. Now, there is so much to show you in this. I cannot put it in like a 10-minute video or not. So we're going to try to run through this as quick as I can. This world, I wanted, so hard, I don't even know where to start. I grew inspiration from BOO City during this time when I was building this. His, building with BOO City, and I wanted a shop for everything. I wanted a place to put all of the blocks in Minecraft, and you'll see I do that pretty effectively, which is nice. This is my house. Nothing too special here. A little bit of design. This is I'm starting to peek into this design aspect of Minecraft rather than just building. Lots of storage. This is for potions. Cauldrons you don't really want to use, but you can flip that lever, get an infinite source of water, and that's how you brew potions. Down here is what all the negative ones are. These are all where I kept the positive potions. Ender chest here. This is just new. All of this is where my storage used to be, and then I went out here. Oh, and also there's a upstairs too. I'm going to miss things in this world. There's just so much to walk around and see. This right over here, this is Ethos, what you call bone meal using flower farm. You just stand right here in the middle, you bone meal all this, you get all the flowers and seeds you want, and then you put a water bucket right there, and that flows down, and you get all the seeds and the flowers and die. Over here we have probably my favorite tree farm. I guess it's really my only tree farm. You walk in through this little doorway here, and they are evenly spaced out. I think like 6 blocks away from each other. This is really inefficient now because it only allows for like 5 trees in a row and like 15 trees overall, which is not the best way. I have a better way to do it now, which I will hopefully do later. Up here is my very first farm building I ever built, I think ever. Well, yeah, I think ever, because pumpkin. No, not ever, but above ground, I should say, above ground. And here we have a whole bunch of. Wow, I think they did something to the vine mechanic in the last update. There's just so much stuff here. Over here we have. Oh wow, look at all those melons. Man, that was crazy. All that sugar cane. I think over here is like pumpkins. Yeah, and over here we got wheat. I have a whole bunch of wheat in this world. It's ridiculous. You'll see later. Really small, really quaint, I guess, pumpkins and melon farm along with a reed farm here. And you'll see the roof. This is where I started to want to not build in boxes anymore. I haven't really had a lot of success, but what are you going to do? You can see all of that. You can see that's how I labeled that, and that's pretty cool. What is this? I think I got a snowman in here, but they died, unfortunately. Over here we have the slime farm. This is probably one of the most ugly buildings I've ever built, and I really don't like it. It's really bad. It's really embarrassing. But over here we have the drop down to the slime farm. I might as well just show you. This is gonna take forever. The slimes. There's really no use for slimes except for sticky pistons. I have plenty of slimes for sticky pistons, but, you know, slime farm's a slime farm. I always wanted a whole bunch of stuff because they were really rare. You see, like, there's no way I'm ever going to run out of slimes. The wood is for killing the slimes. I think it looks pretty down here. I think this is a really cool little design. I like it, but it's kind of old school. Now that we have like beacons and efficiency 5, we really don't need these type of farms. We just can dig out a mine shaft and get it that way. Alright, that was like, man, I forgot how long that vine thing is. I'll cut that out and make sure that we go quickly. This little part back here is the last little piece of desert that is left, or sand I should say, that is still left. Over there is just a forest I created. I was kind of done with this world, so I decided to change all of the, well, I decided to change all of this to grass early on, but I was done with the world and I decided just to make a forest over there, and I think it looks pretty good. Now this is probably my favorite buildings right here. You walk by this, you're like, what? It's just a hill, it's nothing important, but then you sneak in here and look at that. This is a beautiful place. This is where I keep all my dirt and all of my grass, and there's a whole bunch of green stuff in here. I want to add some reeds, or I wanted to add some reeds in here to make it just that extra vibrant, but I really like it. I love the little puddle. This is where I started loving to put water everywhere. I think you can see, yeah, through there, there's still sand back there, which is crazy. Over here, this is also man-made, made by me. This was just a hill here. This was just a flat little desert hill. Obviously, there's no water. And I just made water here. I made it flow, again, with glowstone underneath. That's what I like to do. Lily pads down here. And this is probably where my building in this world kind of turned a corner, where I walked in here and you can see nothing too special about it. This is where I just keep my gravel and my flint. But I love the interior design, I love the wool on the ground, and I love this little aquarium-esque type thing. But what I really like about it, what's my favorite part about it, is that if you come up here and you get right here, this glass ceiling, you can see it's a piece of flint on the ground, and I thought that was really cool, a little piece of pixel art right there. And that's where I started to really love buildings instead of just like square builds that I've been doing before. This is a little park area I made in between. Not in between anything, but just kind of had room for here, so we got a gravel path, fountain, or yeah, I guess that's a fountain-esque type thing. Lots of water fountain. Little leaves to kind of cut things off, and you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best either. This is my potion room. Potions here and there, nothing too special. Potions are so difficult. You can see this is how I decorated lots of stuff here, and again we got pistons, pull that back, and yeah, and lava and fire at the bottom, because I always think nether brick goes well with potion making, and storage here for extra stuff, damage for mob farms, and yeah, potions one of those things that I really want to try and get right in Minecraft, but I still haven't figured it out yet. It's not like farming where the optimal setup is already known and easy to do. This is my sugarcane, lots of books, lots of sugarcane, not a lot of books compared to what I have in my world now, but what are you gonna do? Completely inefficient way of farming sugarcane. Over here we got our nether wart farm. I don't think this works anymore. Oh, it does. That's good. It didn't work before. That's weird. I think I have, oh, they're stuck in between the thing. Yeah, I think this was when, oh, man, I hate this version where efficiency tools are efficient on everything. That's terrible. I think this is where colored wood was introduced, so you can see a little design here. I think it's a little bit too busy now, but it could be worse. It's kind of weird, but it's no big deal. We'll cut across here. This is our volcano for nether stuff. We'll go underneath there later. All of these trees are grown by me. I loved the big trees at the time, and bone meal, obviously. This is sand, the sand shop. I like the floor. It's glass with sandstone and smooth stone slabs, which is really cool. And I just have a little chest for everything. I had a whole bunch of sand, as you can imagine, after clearing out all of this stuff. Right here, like I said, volcano. And underneath we have all of the stuff in the nether, netherrack, nether brick stuff, obsidian, and this is absolutely crazy. Look at this. Look at how much glowstone there is. That's unbelievable. I mean, oh, man, I miss it. I really do miss it. We'll go in the nether and you'll see why there's so much glowstone. Over here we have the wheat stuff and the bread. Again, I had so much wheat in this world, you'll see later. This is the wool place. I had just a couple layers of dye and wool to put all around. It went up one floor, down another floor, which is nice. Over here we have this little mycelium path. excuse me, mycelium path, which goes to, you would imagine, boom, mushroom farm. Now, I'm not sure how mushroom farms work anymore, but that's the design I had, just kind of mycelium around that you could spread it on, or you could bone meal it. There's a bone meal in there, and you can use this ladder to get on top of it and axe them. And that was really, really efficient. I do have a lot of bones. This is, if you recognize my mob farm, I'm sorry, not my mob farm, Ethos mob farm design. And there are, luckily we're in a desert. This is just a little facade I did to show that this is like hostile area. There's a couple mob spawners there that I made grinders out of, and so that made out of iron blocks. Look at how rich I was. This turns on and off the spawners over here. Again, we got stuff to kill them. This goes down to, I guess I'll show you. This goes down to, oh wow, that almost killed us. This goes down to this mob grinder here. I think we're on peaceful now, so it's not on, but it's a quaint little room. I kind of like it. It's nice. But yeah, the first day I played this, 2 mob spawners, zombie and skeleton, just right off the bat, on the desert floor, I guess, on the surface of the desert. This is an AFK place to go. Gravel area from the village that's over there. This is the most newbie mob spawner ever, because this was made before redstone lamps were introduced. I had to do something. You'll see the switch here. You saw the lights were off there, but when you switch it like that, I made it so there's redstone underneath that goes down to these spawners, and I had to use pistons to block glowstone. Look at that. Look at how old that is. Now it's just a simple T flip-flop, or just a simple like lever, you know. That's so they don't die, that's so they don't jump around, and yeah, and this is where you can see the land, the line in the sand, and the desert stops over here. Oh yeah, they're just dropper mob spawners. Trying to go as fast as I can, trying to get through all this. This is just a regular village that I attempted to pretty up. Didn't really do it. I replaced all of the wheat with pumpkins and melons because that's what I needed. Over here we have the pumpkin melon farm. I really don't like pumpkin melon farms, but I think it looks like almost like a harvest festival type thing, you know, where they bring all of their, like, the biggest pumpkins, and like almost like a fair, you know, like it's just kind of a walk through. You know, I don't know, more melons, more pumpkins. It's crazy. It's just crazy. These what do you call them, pressure plates, push all of these up, and you can do that. And because of the fact, oh, did I run over that too quickly? I think I did. Because of the fact that you can run over tilled soil and water, you can run through this and pick all that up, and it's nice. It's a really, really efficient pumpkin and melon farm. That's really cool. I think that's it for the edge of the village. We're just running around the village here. I made some touches to the village here and there. There is a caving kind of, villager iron golem. There's a caving strip mine down there. There is a spider farm over here. It's unfinished. You're not missing anything. It's just a box with a pathway. This is one of my favorite builds. The minecart mechanics, they are super, super fast now. And so you can see on the Xbox version, they're incredibly fast. But this right here, this is a saddle. This is pixel art of a saddle. I'm not sure if you can get a good... Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's a saddle. And for up here, you can go down here like that. And this is where I kept all my minecarts and my tracks, as well as my gold for the minecarts and tracks, because that's all that was really useful for all the gold and everything. And the saddle's in here, which is really cool. And one of my favorite builds, really. It's the architecture's great. I love the glass. I love the open kind of Home Depot shop feeling of it. What did we miss over here? Going back over here, this is the stone and furnace area. This is where I kept all my stone types and all that. I like the lava on the sides. It's really cool. This is where I kept all of the random food whenever I needed it. There's really no purpose to this room. All of this food has a different place. This is my furnace building, completely inefficient, only 9 furnaces, but look at how many blaze rods. I mean, I think I grinded out a lot of blaze rods. Not a lot of coal. I have so much more coal in that in my world right now. Over here, this is where I kept all my mob drops and everything. That's such a lazy amount of gunpowder. Over here, this is where the farms are. This is actually one of my favorite buildings. Now, the actual barn itself is terrible. Ooh, look at how many meat patties I have. But underneath here is very, very good. I like this design. This design is inspired by Juiced Juicecraft World. Oh, there's only one pig now. That's lame. Sheep, pigs, cows, mushrooms, and chickens. The chickens are at mob limit. Yes, this is as many chickens as you can possibly have in a world. That's why I really don't play this version anymore. It's really limiting. And look at that, over a stack of eggs. You can see I can throw these without worry because the game will not allow another chicken to spawn. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You just keep them in a pen, breed them, kill them. And over here we have the wheat farm so that we can breed them. And downstairs there's another floor where we keep our random sheep and shears, but really there's no purpose to it because we have a whole bunch of dyes now. But I think this was also this and the wheat farm is when colored wood was introduced, and I just went crazy with the colored wood trying to incorporate it wherever I could. So yeah, the barn itself, really not the best barn. I like the barn that I have now that I posted that a lot of people like, but that underground is something I'm really proud of. I really do like the facade of that. Redstone room, all of these have little pressure plates that bring downstairs that you know, it's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's nice. I think I had a whole bunch of redstone if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's it. That's an entire chest full. I think both of these are full of redstone too, yeah. No redstone blocks, the previous version. I don't think we even have redstone blocks now. This is a really relaxing build. This is an open kind of boat shop. I say shop where you're not really buying anything, but it's just a place. You can come upstairs, you can sleep, you can enjoy the moon set or the sunset, and you can fish. Now, we don't have the new fishing, of course, like I said, later version. I think it's 1.3 now? I think it's 1.3 now, but oh, that's just a lazy amount of fish. Wow, that's not a lot of fish at all, but you would sit here, you could cast, and down here there were docks you can see, you can launch your boat out of, you can bring your boat in. I really like this. I think I want to do this again, another boat shop somewhere in my world. And I love the little altitude change, like you feel low to the ground and it's really nice. You're not limited, I guess you could say. Before we get to that and the nether, that building right there in the nether, I should say, I want to show you this building back here hidden in the woods. I needed a place to store all of my wood, and so this is where I decided to build it, in the woods with all the trees and stuff. And here we have all of the wood types except for jungle, because jungle wasn't out before, and it's all that stuff. And then we have stairs and half slabs, and up here, as you saw in the beginning of the episode, is a little trapdoor with a bed on it where you can see everything in here. And this was so many trees, so much sand. You guys really just, I don't think you can comprehend the amount of time and effort to take. Like, even just like this little spot, you know, I was crazy. This is where Minecraft got real, you know. Like, before it was all cute with like a farm here, a farm there. This was build a pathway, build everything you can in Minecraft, and that's kind of where I've been at before. This was the tree that made me change the desert into grass, the sand into grass. I built this little grass area, and I was like, yep, doing it for everything else, and I did. Cute little fountain, absolutely nothing to do with anything involving this building, not anything whatsoever. You walk in, and you have this really generic library book riddled enchanting place. But then you come in here and you throw a ceremoniously baked potato into each of these holy waters, and you wait a little bit for it to do its work, and you come back here and you're just kind of looking, and then all of a sudden, yeah, look at that hidden passageway. And then you come down here. I think this is an AND gate. You hook up these pressure plates, and it's hooked up to an AND gate. And once you bring the item away, it closes, and you are now hidden underground. This was when I think there were a couple players playing on this server, not this server, this map, and so I wanted to hide all of my incredibly boss enchanted stuff. Look at all this. Like each of these was a level 30. You know, each and every one of these was a level 30 I had to wait for. Absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy what I had to do. Over here we go to our other secret compartment, armor and stuff. I wasn't really into attacking stuff or really anything. Back down here is the secret entrance, secret exit. Down here, since we can't go back up that way, we have to go in this really tiny hole. And as you'll see, hopefully up there you saw that, water pours down, you can swim up it. And then that dirt block closes, and here we are at the surface yet again. Look at that. That was probably one of my favorite redstone builds ever. I mean, that was fun. And now, the last thing I built, well, I guess not the last thing we built in the overworld. We'll go to the nether later, soon enough. I want to meet you guys over there really quickly. Can you imagine if Extreme Hills were green like this? That would be super beautiful. It might be obnoxious, but it just might be super beautiful too. But over here we have probably my favorite thing, one of my favorite things I've ever built in Minecraft, and that is, what is it? It is this little mountain home. Oh, I guess there's a boat there. Mountain home place wherever. This place at night is gorgeous. This is a little dock area that I built, and you can follow the glowstone at night, and there's pathways, and I wanted to build a village here, up here, and just sprawl it all across all of these little pathways. Over here is another docking station. What's up, Rimo? And over here, let's try to stop, not break the boat. Awesome. You come up here, and you come up here, and nice. See a little dock here, and you can come over here. You can see, wow, this grass is really green. I think this is jungle now. Over there is where someone built, but I replaced it because they didn't play here anymore. Down here, this is where the village was going to be, and I'm really happy with this. I love this little interior design, carving into the mountain, going out, and then hugging the mountain. I love it. This is just random homes, gray wool, really nice for a floor. This is where I kept my stuff. And here, this little house, I know there's villagers here. I wanted to get them to breed, and there's wood over here so that I can build more houses eventually. But I don't think these guys have bred. I don't think they're interested in each other. They both have the same trade. That's weird. Yeah, just a little. I think I was again inspired by BOO to build somewhere by the mountains, and it turned out nicely. I would do it completely differently now, and I want to do it, but it's a huge project, and I'm afraid to do it. Again, carving into the mountain and coming around here, up here, custom-made tree. By that I mean big tree that I made. More village, more houses, more places to be. Look at that green grass, man. That's just gorgeous. And down here is probably another fun little redstone thing. If you watch my ender pearl count, just watch it. Watch my ender pearl count, and boom, goes up to 15. There's a dispenser down there with ender pearls, and oh man, this place is really gorgeous. I think the thumbnail to this video is going to be this at night, because it's astounding. It's breathtaking in my opinion. It really, really is. Let's go to the nether. And welcome to my nether. Just kidding, it's not the nether. It's actually just outside, but yeah, you know. That is a really fun door. I really like that door. But everyone needs an overworld nether, and that's when I made this. I thought I was completely original, completely creative, not knowing, completely ignorant to the fact that everyone else in human history who plays Minecraft and wants to build a nether building actually builds a nether in their overworld. Boo-hoo me. Down here we have, I loved like polarizing builds. This is my snow place. I'm just gonna run through it as I tell you. I wanted snowmen in here, but I think it's a jungle now. That's why they're all dead. I wanted a polarizing place. I wanted this freezing cold, frigid place to be right next to the nether, just because it'd be ironic. I think, yeah, this is where I kept all the snowmen. Do you want to build a snowman? I bet you everyone's sick of that song. Anyway, I wanted to build it right next to the nether, just to kind of be ironic, I guess. I like building that type of stuff. I like building overworlds and nethers. I like building nethers and overworlds, and then I like building snow stuff near the nether spot, and underground or overworld and underground. I like building ground in the sky, and I like that, taking a dynamic of Minecraft and completely alienating it to another part to kind of give it that juxtaposition. Juxtaposition? I don't know. Here's a creeper face, lava creeper face that I did not steal at all from Etho. I did not just subscribe to him when I made that. Not at all. But as you can see, we are in the stronghold. If you go in the overworld, you saw that it was like the nether, so I thought coming out of the quote-unquote nether should bring you to the stronghold. And here we are. I don't know why this is wool. No clue why, but I had so much netherrack and nether brick because of this room right here. You can see that is bed making material because I cleared out a huge space in the nether. This space right now, I bet you I could probably do this in a day in the nether. These efficiency tools, this is efficiency 5. So you would think as a PC player that it would just destroy this. But it doesn't. It doesn't destroy it. Not at all. I have no clue if that's just like a controller thing, like the Xbox 360 controller doesn't recognize the fact that you're holding it down, and efficiency 5 should be faster, but it's incredibly annoying because efficiency 5 is really, or efficiency 4 even, isn't really efficient. It's like efficiency 2 or efficiency 3, which is another annoying thing about this version, which is really sad. Coming up here, we are going to go take a look at the Blaze Farm. Down here is just a place to go to the nether. It's really nothing special. Again, not missing anything. This was built before minecarts were super fast, so this is incredibly fast now. But this is actually another one of my favorite places. Like I said, I like juxtapositioning things. I like building overworlds and nethers, and I like building nethers and overworlds. So this is my overworld in the nether, and I think this is really beautiful. We have trees made out of wool. We have the barn. Can you recognize this is the barn that I kept the animals? This is the place that I kept my bread, my wheat flour, or my wheat place. This is the fountain that I showed you in the overworld. This is the pond next to the fountain in the overworld. This is the redstone building, if you can see. This is the, I think, mob drop spot. And this is the mob farm right here. You get a little 3D area. And this is the nether spot. So you go through the nether and you're in the nether. Look at that. Oh my god, wasn't that just so genius? Down here is not another copy of Etho's mob farm design for Blazes whatsoever. Completely original idea, did not copy him whatsoever. Oh man, I'm surprised I haven't bone mealed this. I don't think bone meal works quite right in the nether, if I remember correctly. Funny story, this is not ghast proof, so one time I'm walking down here just ready to go, ooh, and this is one of my favorite trees, ready to go farming some blazes, and there's just a ghast right there. Oh yeah, and suns light things up here and there, and you saw the ghast completely exploded all this area, and I ran out of wool, which is really sad. But I think that about does it for this world. And I guess, you know what, to finish things up, we will go to the end to kind of finish things out. This is where I decided to have a passion for Minecraft. Not really decided to, but really discovered that I have a passion for Minecraft. There are so many different things you can do. There's so many different ways you can build, and you really saw it in my world here. You can see these are all lava sources. You can build with cobblestone, with wood, with really anything, and that's what I really truly enjoyed about this game. If you come out here, there is the place where someone else was building in this world. There isn't too much. He is a good builder. He had a minecart thing where you just left click and go all the way up. But it's not something on my resume, so I won't include it. This is where I geared up before the end battle. I thought the Ender Dragon was going to be so difficult, so hard. Really wasn't at all. And this is where melons were for food. I had potions and armor and backup potions and backup food in there. Really just, I took it way overboard. I like the design. I love the furnaces. Furnaces are something that give it a little bit, it's almost like a highlighted cobblestone texture. You can see it's cobblestone, but it has a thicker outline, and it really stands out, and it gives just an extra level of depth to the stone builds, which I really like, and I want to incorporate more. This is the end, my only friend, the end. Really, I don't think there's anything much to hear, but because... Oh yes, that's right, we're in the Xbox version. You cannot, there's a world limit to the end. You cannot go a couple hundred blocks to the side and build an ender like you can. So I have these little platforms that I would sit back, I would run around with like a speed potion, I would look at all the endermen I could, and I would hide under here, and I'd have like 10, 20 endermen underneath there, and I would kill them with a looting sword. And that's that. Really nothing else too special in the end. And let's see where our last spawn was. Ah, yes, right here. Back here. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. What are your worlds? We're getting to the point where you guys have seen everything I've built in Minecraft so far. What's next week is my... what is next week? It's my... Oh yeah, it's my Donus Plays Minecraft world. I had a Let's Play that a total of 6 people tuned into, which I thank you for watching. I know you're still watching. I know you do. Yeah, I had that world, but that's honestly one of my favorite worlds, and I want to go back there, and I want to revisit that, and I want to show it off to you guys. And I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching for this extra long edition of my Minecraft resume. And until the next absolutely beautiful Minecraft morning, I will catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day. Oh, and by the way, these pressure plates give you speed potions. Have a great day.